Welcome to the Rec Room Podcast. This is episode 79. The title of this episode is Only the Classics, Volume 1. I'm your host.
Let's go.
I go by E1. We got T Streets in the building.
Yep.
We got Trey Philando in the building.
You know,
and we got Blackjack in the building, man.
Bang.
And so with that being said,
flew in from
Just flew in.
Just
flew in from Jessup, Maryland.
So this episode, we're gonna talk about our classic albums, the albums that we feel are classics individually. Then we're gonna compare them, contrast, all that, and then we're gonna give them ratings like the Source does. And we also gonna talk about battling, the art of battling, where it came from, our opinions on rap battles and rap beefs and stuff like that. But before we do that, let's get into some sports. I feel hot as shit. I did turn on the AC.
It's about to get hotter, baby.
So with sports,
let's go.
What I wanted to go over, T, usually the sports guy. So who Dallas won the series.
Dallas won
yesterday.
The series last night, 4-2.
Okay.
Took down Oklahoma City, and they are waiting for the big matchup tonight with Minnesota versus Denver in Denver.
Who y'all got?
Game 7. I'm riding with my squad, but I'm nervous.
Who you got?
I'm riding with Denver.
I'm gonna ride with Denver with Team.
Bruh, I picked against Minnesota last game. I got Minnesota. If Minnesota wins, it's a shocker. Even as good as they are, if they beat Denver, it's a shock.
Yeah, I predict that Dallas is gonna win.
Okay.
I got my man call me, size me up, boosting me up about FanDuel, so I didn't lost about $60 already on FanDuel and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all do FanDuel?
I don't do FanDuel.
Yeah,
I just got
the bad habits, bro. I don't
FanDuel,
need,
bro.
Hey, I'm already in the hole, man. That's all I'm saying.
Then you gotta try to get me to get out the hole.
Yeah, you just keep going and shit. So, you know, that's what happened with that. I also want to bring up yesterday, I think Caitlin Clark, she plays for Indiana. I don't know the name of the team. Indiana Fever. I think they may be 2-3 games in. They don't have really a good team. Mm-hmm. I think they're 0 whatever. 0-2, 0-3. And they kind of getting punished. And the thing about that is that Caitlin Clark is, you know, since they boosted her up, and not saying it wasn't deserving.
Right.
Excuse me, but that made the other women in the WNBA, that made them feel like, oh, when she come here, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna play defense on her. So, and that's what they've been doing. And now people are saying, who first was saying that Caitlin Clark was gonna come in and she was gonna be doing this and that. Now they're saying give her time. So at first it wasn't give her time. Now it's give her time.
Also,
gotta give her time.
One of the games that she's playing, I think it was Atlanta. They moved the game from the WNBA arena to the main arena where the men play because of the influx of people coming to see Caitlin Clark.
Yes,
like they put her in the real you know, basketball arena where the men play. That's how much attention this woman is bringing to the game.
Hey, to that league. I understand it. Y'all gotta give her the business.
They need eyeballs.
But don't make it look too crazy or them eyeballs will leave.
So you said take it easy.
And I'm not saying take it easy, but
from a business standpoint,
from a business standpoint, you gotta have some give and take.
Okay.
Let her shoot a couple shots.
Okay. And that was that's what Jeff Teague was saying. They got a podcast. I can't think, him and a couple other guys.
Okay.
I love their podcast. Mm-hmm. And he was saying like, okay, we know that, you know, if you go out there, you make Caitlin Clark look too bad. She's the person that can actually bring the bag to the NBA. Okay. She's the one that can get you all the salaries that you need. The reason y'all probably getting the charter flights, or part of the reason, is probably because of Caitlin Clark, right? Mm-hmm. And so he was saying like, are you saying let her win? He was like, I'm not saying let her win. But at the same time, I mean, like, if she shine, the league shines.
So basically, she's like the Tom Brady of. That's how they treat her. The league.
She's golden goose.
She's the golden goose. Yeah,
she's white, and she shoot like Steph Curry, and we can market that. And you know, and the women do need that damn money though. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to bring some more. So if she sell out a men's arena, they gonna start doing that at the different places that she goes, which should bring more money to the franchises at some point. But just when Juju come in, show Juju the same love. But Juju gonna cook too. That's just me. That's just, you know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
No, Juju better than her.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I said that from the get go. She's
That's what
the
I'm saying.
one.
Yeah.
She just wasn't it yet. She's
That's
fresh.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When Juju come in, show some love to the homegirl.
Now we're gonna get into this. Unless it was something else.
Talk about your Knicks. Go ahead, talk about your Knicks.
Listen, my Knicks are gonna win today. They're gonna go to the Eastern Conference Finals, okay, and they're gonna beat Boston. But anyway,
Not happening.
Josh Hart is suffering a freak ab injury, but that's because that's a war of attrition. Tom Thibodeau, he plays the shit out of his players. If it's 48 minutes in the game, Tom Thibodeau's gonna play his team 58 damn minutes.
He has no choice. It's 4 injuries.
Right, but he used to do that with Chicago too, so he used to do the same shit with Chicago. But anyway, no. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying it at some point the mileage starts to creep up, but that's neither here nor there. They still gonna beat the damn Pacers. They should have won Game 3. The little boy hit a damn 3-pointer from half court. That shouldn't have happened. But anyway, they're gonna win today. They're gonna go to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're gonna beat Boston because Tatum gonna turn into Tatum. It's time to turn into Tatum. You dig? So and Porzingis gonna play 15 damn minutes and then he gonna be out again for 6 months. Okay, so let's go Knicks. Let's go.
This is what I say about the Knicks. Actually, y'all are doing a great thing, especially with missing the people that y'all missing.
4 starters.
Four starters. Julius Randle. What's my man? They got
Bogdanovich. They got
Bogdanovich.
They Big Boy Mitchell Robinson.
Yes,
and
yeah, exactly. So for that, y'all are doing good. I don't know who's gonna win, but I think that if y'all do get to the next round, it's really gonna show all the people that y'all missing. If you have to play Boston, you know what I mean? Because I think at that point, I don't know, y'all can might can squeeze a game out.
But Boston is known to play down the competition too, though. So we'll see. Boston ain't this shit yet. They won a lot of games.
No, you right.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all win a game or two, but y'all not winning 4 against Boston.
Not with the injuries.
Not with the injuries.
But so let's get into this.
On y'all like that.
Hey, Black, who you like on NBA?
I'm an undercover Wizards fan, so I ain't gonna say no. You see, I'm quiet.
I'm hometown.
Black like the Knicks.
I'm
I'm definitely not hometown. Oh no, absolutely not.
Damn, I wish we could show visuals. Y'all need to see these Giants ugly ass uniforms.
Hey, bro, George look like the silent movie.
Okay.
Silent movie joint.
Listen. Before they even get into the
shirt wearing that.
America. Look, we are celebrating our 100th season as a franchise. Okay. So the jersey that you're gonna see is only for 2 games.
Okay.
And it's not something permanent.
Okay.
So do not let the Chicago Bears fans and these Redskins fans over there try to hate on us.
Caleb.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You really got hope in this that he's gonna be. Well, I feel like he's gonna be a
One
bust.
day I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the shirtless drunk show y'all my bed tattoo.
Justin Fields 2.0.
It's gonna be a sad day.
I'm gonna let y'all take pictures of me at the playoff game.
Y'all got a
Week
good setup though.
Mark my words. Week 8. Trey gonna be in the group chat. Cussing everybody out.
Week 8.
We about to.
Week 8. We're gonna be 8 by week 8. I'm gonna do that.
He just gives off this thing like he's gonna be a bust to me.
Nah,
I don't know, bro. I do know that y'all do have the team that's set up to actually, y'all actually can pull something off.
Man.
But we'll see. You gotta, translate to the field, and sometimes it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Now let's get into this this battle rap. The battle rap culture in hip hop, right? Everyone knows that the recent battle in hip hop was Kendrick Lamar versus Drake, and it was Drake versus other people, but I focus on the 2 main people, so I just say Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. And the consensus was, everybody had different opinions about that battle. I personally feel like Kendrick edged him out. People are making it seem like Drake got punished. I don't feel like that.
Nah.
I think it was very close. And if somebody had a different opinion, I mean, whatever. I mean, it was a close battle to me. With that being said, we just want to get into battle rap, period, and our opinions on it. Or, beefs and stuff like that within hip-hop. And this started from almost the inception of hip-hop, from back to DJing. You know what I mean? Like, hip-hop first started, it was about graffiti and DJing and breakdancing. And even in that era of hip-hop, you had battles, dance battles, DJs battling. So it was from the inception. and one of the first like rap battles. That may not have been the first, but was Busy B versus Kool Moe Dee. That wasn't the first, but that was like one of the first, ones that was noted. Okay, and so in those battles, in my opinion, back then, it was more about the best MC.
Yeah.
They wasn't really taking like that personal. Everything was like, I'm the MC that can do this. I'm the MC that can do it. Was more like that type of thing.
Yeah, one's for the trouble, two's for the time.
Yeah, all
Okay,
that
you sound pretty good right there.
But that's the battle that changed it. That's the battle that made the artist the focus. Because Kool Moe Dee
was the DJ.
Kool Moe Dee was a lyricist. Busy B was the MC.
He was just like the MC that can hype the crowd up.
Yeah, true. So that's how battle rap kind of came about, and it's been and then back then I don't think it never translated. At least I'm not sure into like physical beef, but I don't know. Who knows? But I don't think that. And if it was, it wasn't like on the forefront of what everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't as
about.
popular. So
the
mainstream didn't.
We're gonna get into to diss records, and the first question that I have is, when a person is making a diss record, what is the criteria? Like Black, when you hear diss record, what is it that you want to hear when an artist is dissing somebody? You want to hear the ignorant shit? Do you want them to keep it surface level? Do you want them to get personal? What do you want to hear?
I want everything. I want lyricism. I want ignorance. I want some truth. I want some exposed, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give me something that's gonna be like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for. That lyricism, it's cute for a minute. But we seen what happened with Aubrey when he thought that gimmick was gonna be. It worked on me, but not on this guy. So
I didn't like the joint he did on me.
What that back to back joint?
I ain't like that.
What do you look for, Trey? Like
I look for slickness. I look for wittiness. Of course, you want to and you could surround that, and you could put a little bit of truth in it. Right, because you might not have. First of all, a lot of that shit be made up, but it's how you make it sound.
Yeah,
some of it might be truth, and you'd be like, oh, you know what I'm saying. But as far as you just putting the lines together, but the beat gotta be something that okay, cool, and you just want to see somebody get at somebody. Like for instance, just as random, like the Nas, like the Stillmatic joint, when he went through Freeway, when he mentioned Freeway, he mentioned Beans, he mentioned it was the whole scheme on how he did it. But it was just dope. Even Kool Moe Dee was a fantastic battle lyricist. A lot of people say that he beat LL, but LL was so much bigger as an artist.
Yeah.
But Kool Moe Dee was a fantastic battling rapper. KRS. Come on, man. Like, we could be here all day.
KRS.
But yeah. That's what
his name too. His name too. They got blood.
So T Street,
we gonna have KRS on the show.
What do you look for when you hear a diss song?
I'm looking for disrespect, total disrespect, and wittiness with the lyrics. Truth bombs is cool.
Yeah,
you can lie, tell the truth. I don't care.
That shit sounds good.
But your angle, the way you angle things, you control the narrative. If they're similar to the Drake Kendrick, if there's things out there about you, and you can make it look like
it doesn't gotta be true.
It doesn't really have to be true. But if you can make it appear to be true, hey, that's a plus for me.
Yeah.
So for me, I think
what you think, bro?
Everything. I look for everything. It's okay for me. See, what artists will do is they'll start off chill first, and I get it, because if you have an arsenal, I can't let everything go in the first song, or I ain't gonna have nothing to say.
Right.
So I gotta kind of hit you a little soft,
like a warning shot.
Yeah, like that, because I can't. If I give you everything on one song, and then you come back and you can just crush me because I just said everything. So I like all of it. I like the disrespect. I like all of it as long as it doesn't turn physical.
Yeah,
I think that people shouldn't let words want to cause harm like that. You know what I mean? Because we battling. You can't. If I'm battling, you can't say, "Well, look, we can battle, but make sure you don't say this. It don't work like that.
It don't
when
work
you
like
fighting
that.
somebody, you don't fight and say, hey, look, man, just don't hit me in my chin.
Yeah.
No, when you fighting, it's a fight. You know what I mean? So I think it's that type
I
of
agree with what you're saying because, see, you being a battle rap fan like me, right?
Mm-hmm.
We seen battlers come in. They first round gave everything. Second, third round,
Damn
you
right.
like,
Loaded
like,
Lux.
yeah.
Loaded Lux is the
No,
GOAT.
when I don't. Oh, okay. I thought you about
Loaded Lux is
Yeah,
the
he's
GOAT
the GOAT.
of all
Yeah,
GOATs.
so I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
saying. And
like-
like second and third round, like, bro,
It was weak 'cause you put
You
everything
did too much,
and
and you need to
build up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Keep your enemy on it. Like, ooh, what are you about to say? So yeah, I definitely agree.
So, all right. So now we're gonna ask about if everybody may not. We're gonna see if you have a top 5 battle rap song. But before we do that, Complex just recently put out an article of the top 50 battle songs. Right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just give you how they have them ranked.
gee,
real quick.
I
I'm
hate-
not gonna name all
I hate
50,
them people.
but I'm gonna just show. I'm gonna just
I
tell
hate
you.
them people down
So
there,
I'm gonna go
Complex.
from. So they have number 1, Tupac Hit 'Em Up. They had that ranked number 1.
Okay.
Okay. They have, y'all not gonna like this. They have Jay-Z's Takeover, number
Hey,
2. All right.
Ether should
They have Ether, number 3.
I don't know
I love
how they.
Complex.
No. And right there to show you somebody
what
from
we
Rock
doing
Nation
here?
contacted somebody from Complex. You like, come on, man.
Number 4, they got the BDP, The Bridge Is Over.
Beautiful.
Damn, my internet acting stupid.
Beautiful.
Hold up. Number 5, what they got for number 5? They got so many on this joint. Hold on. Number 5, they got Ice Cube, No Vaseline for number 5.
My goodness.
That should be in the top 3.
All right.
My goodness.
They got
That should be in the top
number
3.
6, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us.
Too early for that.
Yeah, it's too
Okay.
early for that.
All right. Number 7, they have Pusha T, The Story of 88. What was his name?
Adonis.
Adonis, yeah.
Yes. That's number 7. I'm going to just do the top 10 they got. They got number 8, Drake Back to Back. They got number 9, Dr. Dre featuring Snoop Dogg.
Dre Day.
Fucking with Dre Day.
Fucking with Dre, yeah.
And then for number 10, they have Cannabis, Second Round KO.
That's one of the best.
1998.
Yeah, it is. It is
So,
one of the best.
I don't really have a top 5. I have, the ones that stuck out. But I'm gonna be real. It's so many on here that y'all,
It's a lot.
I would have to name them. Then y'all be like, oh yeah, I remember that one because they
Yeah,
did 50. of them.
right.
But the ones that stick to me, the top one out of all time that stood out to me the most is Tupac Hit 'Em Up. I agree with them. I don't have a top 5, and then I'm gonna go with number 2. I'm gonna go with. I know y'all probably don't think so, but I'm gonna go with Ether.
Okay.
The reason I'm gonna go with Ether for number 2 is it's a good as this song. It's a good beat, the lyrics, and the impact.
The impact.
The impact, because if you really listen, Jay-Z did good on his on his songs against Nas, but it's the people decided really that he got crushed. I don't think he got crushed, but that's what the consensus is.
What was the whack one that he came back out with after that? The
Super Ugly.
That
Yeah.
joint went whack.
Super
No,
Ugly.
No,
Nah.
no.
Super Ugly was right.
No, what's the one that he did on the
That wasn't whack.
after that one? No. The one he did after
The
that
Blueprint
one.
2.
The Blueprint. I love that. I listen to that when I'm in the gym. That shit.
What, but he did
when he came back at Nas.
That album was trash. That's what I can't.
You're straight dreaming. You know how you depict it. That right there. That was way better than Super Ugly.
Okay, you like that joint?
Hell yeah, I love
Super
that
Ugly,
joint.
like, I just think
Just
you was
'cause it
in your
was
feelings
there,
after you heard
like-
Ether.
Huh? Bro, Super Ugly was terrible. Even Dame
It was
Dash was
terrible.
like,
It was
you should have did that shit. You should have did that.
Because you know what? I look at
You did it too
Super
fast.
Ugly the same way I look at Aubrey's what's the last joint he came out
Heart
with?
Six.
The Heart Six.
I love the Heart Six.
It's like,
I like
yeah, you and your fellas. He really changed the.
I love the beat,
When
too.
somebody control your enemies controlling you emotion, yeah, you lost, bro. That's how Jay-Z lost that battle.
The Bridge Is Over to me at first had like the biggest impact.
That's true.
KRS.
Impact-wise.
The beat. Then people
But let's
still like, like 40 years ago, this song is still
Let's
like.
not act like
big,
MC
bro.
Shan
Crush
did not do
Queen,
his thing.
Crush Queen's
He
rap.
crushed the whole.
That-
Until
but-
Nas,
but let's
bro.
not say
Until
that.
Nas was born.
Yes.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
KRS
Let's
was that-
not act like MC Shan did not hold his own.
Nah, MC
Against
Shan
that-
did.
let's not
But
do
he
that.
had come back. But yeah, no, MC Shan was nice. But that goddamn beat
Yeah, I mean, the
KRS
bridge
was
is over.
just
The
like
bridge is over. That whole is a catchy, you know, but not.
even
but I
Nori
still
still
want
talk
him-
about how he mad about this.
Yeah,
40
no.
years later.
It made me mad too, but I want people to realize that
Shan was
Shane
nice.
held it down.
Shan
You know,
did.
shout out to
Shan
KRS-One,
did. Shout out
yeah.
to KRS-One. He's gonna be on the
T
show.
Streets. Do you have a top 5?
Not really, but
Okay.
my favorite this record is the Blueprint 2 Jay-Z record. That's my favorite.
That he,
That's
he,
my favorite.
he was going.
Now it
He
was
going.
too late. It was too late.
Yeah.
But that shit was crazy.
I love it.
But you
I
have that.
love that song.
Then I'm going off the grid because Joe Budden, Wake, Afraid, this is for Drake back in 2015, 16. 50 Cent, Your Life's on the Line or Back Down.
Ooh.
That's
down was harsh.
That's number 11 on our complex list.
Corrupt, Calling Out Names.
I was thinking about that song yesterday.
Jadakiss, Problem Child, or Checkmate. These are some of
I
my.
listened to it.
Those are some of my
Still.
top. This
Game
records.
300 bars and running, but he went on G Unit.
No, that was dope. Now, let me ask y'all this. Is there, so with this records, are there any, well, y'all already kind of spoke on which ones was whack to y'all. But are there any different, okay, but which ones is whack to you?
Charged Up is whack.
That shit is whack.
Charge it up. Well, who did that?
Drake Charged Up is whack. Drake back to back. I got a love hate thing with
I
it.
don't like that one, bro.
I got a
That
love
shit
hate
whack, bro.
because what killed Meek was is that the girls tour, your world's tour, or a world tour, your girls tour, the and a couple other lines in there. But I didn't like the song.
Every single Benzino track that he ever did as a diss is trash.
Shit, that,
The last one wasn't that bad.
last one,
Somebody wrote that phone. Somebody wrote that phone. We're not doing that.
That last shit was hard. That last shit was hard,
No,
dog.
let Benzino die.
Hey,
We're not doing it. Somebody wrote that.
Somebody wrote for Drake. Somebody wrote for
Let
Drake,
him
and
die.
people accepted it. So,
But look,
I'm not over
Eminem,
Let Benzino die. That was trash.
Eminem nailing the coffin on Benzino, fire. Eminem, when he smoked the little boy that liked his daughter,
Yeah.
fire.
Oh, it's like
Anything
AGK.
Eminem, yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
I'ma tell you what, this
Eminem will go. Eminem, Game, like these dudes, bro, will kill you.
Go back and listen to Square Dance.
Square Dance, yeah, of course. On
Go back and listen to
the
Square
Eminem
Dance.
show.
Everything that Kendrick is doing, like you notice
Eminem
what he
was
did
there,
on
bro.
Control.
yeah.
But you know, because he's white, you know how can music. You
Go
know,
back and-
we like to.
I'm trying to tell you.
You
go
listen
back-
to Square Dance. Eminem already called out Andre, Jay-Z, everybody. None of them ever responded.
Nas did.
On what track?
I can't remember the track, but Nas did. They had
see
a
why
little
you can't remember
back and
that
forth. They had a little back and forth, subbing each other after that.
Yeah, but you know, Em went in before Kendrick did this whole Control
Square
verse
Dance
and
was my shit right
Square
there.
Dance. He went at everybody.
Yeah, because he knows that lyrically, in that arena, it's going to be tough to beat him. That's why he did that.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's what hip hop is all about.
Back to the whack stuff, Nelly shit that he wrote at KRS-One.
I don't even remember
Yeah,
that.
Nelly
shit.
wrote
that was
this
whack.
song about Chingy.
Yeah,
I
Chingy
don't
and Nelly
like-
went back and forth.
Yeah.
Both
Oh
of these
yeah.
was kind of.
Yeah, you see how surprised you look? Trash.
I don't
Hammer
remember
this
that shit.
at Jay-Z was trash.
The Devil's Night joint. He made a whole video.
Hammer.
Hammer this Jay-Z.
Hammer made a whole
I ain't see
production
that.
video, dog.
That
he
was
was trying.
trash.
He was trying, dog.
I don't mess with him. He blocked me on Twitter too.
Nicki Minaj
That's
this to Lil
hilarious.
Kim was trash. Stupid hoe. That was
Oh
trash.
shit.
Yo, I never knew that. I'm gonna tell you another diss track we never knew about. Eve and Kim, Lil Kim.
They had a
didn't
diss
know.
track.
Did not.
Yes.
don't
Eve threw
know.
a shot at her. What was the song? I think it was the song with Gwen Stefani.
Oh, okay.
She threw some shots.
He wasn't nothing to play with, dog.
But Lil Kim came back. But I'm like, what? I've never seen this video or heard this diss track.
The wackest one to me. Well, I'm not gonna say wackest because I don't have a wackest diss track, but I really didn't. The way that people embrace back to back, I never liked that, and I'm gonna say why. That was the first time me personally hearing a diss track that sounded like a club record. I was never used to hearing.
Because that's always his main goal.
I was never used to hearing diss tracks that sound like a club record. So I'll give Drake his props for Because when you do something like that and you're as popular as Drake, it's gonna get played all over. Because not only did you diss him, you made a diss track in a club where your songs already get played, no matter what they are, they get played. And so now people are singing a diss track song. So that was genius in that way. But in terms of me listening to it and being like, I don't know, I just couldn't process it. It just felt like I don't know, like a
But
club
here's the
record.
thing, though, E.
That's why it was whack for Meek Mill to even, and I think that was over Nicki Minaj, wasn't it? They tried to beat
Most
her.
likely.
But that was so.
The rumor is Jay-Z.
That
Jay-Z
was
was
so-
trying to put him in his place, and he sent Meek after him.
Okay, but that wasn't the right arena. That's a different weight class for Meek. Meek should have never stepped in there with Drake just because of the pop shit. You're gonna lose against somebody with that type of reach, with that type of versatility.
I have a different opinion.
Love Miller. I love Meek. I just think it didn't make sense to me.
I have a different opinion. Meek record didn't hit. It didn't hit. It didn't connect because after back to back, the world went up and it was over. But instead of just leaking the reference track saying Drake has writers, if he had the record ready, that record might have smothered Drake. He might not have recovered because that's the first time we've seen any rapper recover from the allegations of or being proven that you have writers.
But here's the thing that I think that Kendrick, he needs to be studied. And I know I'm telling you right now, I don't give too much mandate credit, but that dude right there, he always law number 19. Trey, you know law number 19. Always know who you're dealing with.
Okay.
He said it from the beginning.
See, here's the thing.
It was a setup.
Drake he gets too comfortable. He got too comfortable that he think everybody's going to respond to him the same way. And what happened was Kendrick studied that man. Because like you said, what did he do to me? That little whack ass back to back. What did Kendrick do?
Back to back.
He back to back.
4 days later.
Yo, my co-worker was like, listen to this. I listened to like 5 seconds into Not Like Us. As soon as I heard Mustard on the beat, I was like, he went and got mustard. I knew it was over.
He put the mustard
I knew
on.
it was. I was like, he got mustard.
Well, let me ask you this, Black. And I think we touched on this a little bit earlier. Does it matter? I saw an interview with Big Daddy Kane, and he was saying that they asked him about the Kendrick and Drake beef, and they asked what he thought about it. He said he really didn't care for it that much, and he was saying that because he didn't care for it because it seemed like people were trying to fact check what they're saying about each other. And he was like, it should never be about that. It's just, is it good? Is it a good?
Is it dope?
Oh, the bar's dope. You know what I'm saying? Period. Dope in that. And so, what do y'all feel like when somebody's in a battle rap? Does the stuff have to be true T Streets?
No.
What they saying?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be. But if it is, it's a big joker.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, what I would say is, back then, in Big Daddy Kane's time, remember, we're talking about Big Daddy Kane here. Back then, it wasn't nothing my personal.
Exactly.
They
It was
weren't
the best
checking for that.
MC. Nah,
it was the
yeah.
best MC who had the best lyric. But now we're living in the age because of social media and the
Exactly.
world is changing. So how can I beat you? It's through facts. Forget about the fact that I suck. Lyrically,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
true.
saying? All I gotta do is just have some facts about you. Big Daddy Kane's time when he was going up against Rakim and all
Yeah, it
that,
wasn't
you
about
had
that.
to
You got
not
your ass
come
gotta
on
know how to
Rakim like, yo,
fucking rap.
it's Rakim, we don't care what he,
These niggas
But
got
you have to be liked,
rap.
though. You have to be liked. Because I'm going to tell you, if you listen to, I said that Joe Budden's Wake and Afraid are two of my favorite diss records. Listen to both of those diss records. It sounds like the blueprint for what Kendrick did. Listen to both of them. Just listen to them now.
Do you still listen to the joint when he rhymed over the What More Can I Say beat when he jumped on Jay's beat? Do you still listen to that one with Joe Budden?
What more can I say? I don't remember the what more can I say.
Okay, that was supposedly him going back at Jay for jumping on his
Pump It Up.
his Pump It Up beat. Yeah, like literally in the same week he came back and it was dope. I'm trying to find the song. But it was though. You'll have that for me by the end of the show. T.
Tell me this: what determines who wins the battle? Because at the end of the day, right, it's still based on it's personal. Like it's what a person thinks. So how do you know that there's a clear cut winner in a battle? Like what makes that happen?
I don't know if I always gotta have a clear cut winner to me because especially if I like both artists. Like I like Drake. I always tell T about how I mess with Drake. I love Kendrick. that shit made me go listen to Pimp a Butterfly like driving home last week, like at 9 o'clock at night. I was like, this is one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. I can't say that about a Drake album, but I love Drake's versatility, his songwriting ability. But I do love my favorite Drake album is honestly Nevermind. I fucking love that album. So that's actually my favorite Drake album. But
so what makes up? What'd you say, T Streets? Like what determines if who won? Like what is it?
What determines? To be honest, it's how you affect your opponent.
Okay.
When your opponent visibly seems affected, or in his voice he sounds affected, then I know you lost. Like I may have the idea, I may listen to the songs and be like, I like this better. Oh, I like that move. Mm-hmm. And sorry to bring it back, I think Drake lost the Kendrick battle as soon as Meet the Grams dropped. Because as soon as I heard Dear Adonis, I said, this is over.
No, Meet the Grams is the one that made me say that it was done.
Yeah.
Too. I mean that. Yeah.
So it's the strategy and how you affect your opponent.
And the last one
I fuck with the Family Matters joint too, though, man.
No, I do too.
I like both of them because I feel different when I listen. Like I got an emotion in both of them. That's how I like it.
No, the problem is we get bullied into like we're living.
You gotta choose one.
Yeah, like we're living in this new age where we go to our phones, we're logging on, we're being bullied.
Vote one or two.
You know what I'm saying? And these people who are telling us how to feel, they will look like E, they will look like Sharon, they will like I said it on the last episode.
Yeah.
You got these kids living in Belgium, Holland, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't even know half of the stuff Jada is talking about. What Scarface is talking about.
Jada and Beanie.
They don't know half of the beans, all these guys. These are the kids that are basically telling us who is winning in the hip hop community.
That's real talk. The thing. Now, my last question, so we can get to the classics, is after there's a battle, do you all mind seeing the people kind of squash it and make up? Or is it like, no, they need to be at each other like Ja Rule and 50 is for life type shit?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Nah, I mean, I don't mind seeing that, man. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's a sport. Like, it's a sport of it. I love the sport of it. And both of them are at the top of their weight classes. And for them to go at each other, I didn't even.
So making up is cool.
Making up is cool, bruh. Making up is cool, bruh.
Yeah, I think
y'all gotta make music together, but making up is cool.
What do you think, T Streets?
It doesn't matter. If it's up, it's up. If y'all want to piece it up, it's cool.
So if you piece it up, does it make the battle weak then?
No.
Okay.
No, it's still a classic.
No, go ahead. What you think, Blah?
I mean, what I think, it just depended, man. If it gets too personal, like with that big Impact thing, I don't think it was no way around it. It was too much. It's like that 50 and that Ja Rule. People don't understand. This is like real life street beef. Yeah. People doing life. The man took 9 bullets. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. That kind of, you know what I'm saying? But we're talking about like a KRS-One and MC Shan or Busy B and Kumo D. Yes.
You made a super point.
Yeah.
Where I forgot to touch on that. It does matter if this stuff, battles do matter if this stuff spills into real life.
Yeah. Or if y'all had that issue that turned into music, you still I'm not messing with you because of that before I even made this music.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
You have personal beef and it's beyond just lyricism, it does put different like Chicago news and shit like that, or the Jacksonville rappers. They be having real street personal beef,
and
then they get on, and that's they more. I don't call that really battling. It's more like dissing each other. But they turn that shit into real life, and it becomes that's a difference.
Like, I would like to see it.
Yeah,
but I know
if it happens,
you know what I'm saying? Because me, I'm like that. My mind learns patterns in people.
Yeah.
So my mind just clocks and be like, yo, you a scumbag. Once it clocks in, I can't never You know what I'm saying? You can go and do. I don't wish you no bad. It would never.
I'm done. Yeah.
So that's how.
Like it was dope when Joe Budden called Game and they were talking on his show because them two that was a dope back and forth too. But for Joe Budden to be able to and Game to be like, listen, you know, we sparred a little bit, you know.
And
what I mean?
they've had issues outside of that.
That's what I'm saying.
A few years back when Game said something about Joe's baby mother when they was together. Joe got on his pod and
but they was able when it comes to Joe. That's personal. Him and Ransom. Now that's some street Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never forget the video with.
Here you go.
I never forget the YouTube when they knocked on. Was it Joe Budden?
Joe Budden door and his man was.
And he told him to come outside. We could go into that another time because I really want to talk about.
Joe Budden been doing it.
Would you want to pass it up with something?
That's too real. If you knock on my door and I open the door, for you guys who don't know, just real quick, Joe Budden and Ransom, I think was Joe Budden man, and Joe Budden that got on, and I think he was trying to help Ransom get on, but I don't know if it worked out or whatever happened. And they were at it or whatever, and Ransom and another guy knocked on Joe Budden's cousin's door. He answered the door. They asked for Joe Budden to come outside. His cousin was saying that Joe Budden wasn't there. I don't know if he wasn't that. The dude who opened the door was very, respectful and everything, but Ransom had this guy with him. Really, like, Ransom was nervous to me and didn't expect the dude to do that. And the dude ended up smacking Joe Budden's uncle. He lucky because if I had my joint and you smack me like that in front of my house, I don't know how it's gonna go. But anyway, that was just that. It made me think about that when you said Joe Budden, Ransom. Yeah. But let's get into classic hip hop albums. All right, so what we did was we all decided that we were gonna do 5. We were gonna give our 5 classic hip hop albums. All of us have more than 5. But we just starting out with 5, and I don't even think we ranked them our own personal. We just gave 5.
Yeah, it just ain't. Yeah.
And so the first thing before we do that, we have to go with what the criteria is for a classic album. And so we all probably have our own personal criteria, but I'm gonna read what I looked up about it. And basically says the truth is there are a variety of factors that dictate whether people will give the title of classic to one album over countless others released around it. While some look to simple measurements like sales and streams, other people measure a classic by the music defined and at an impactful era of their life. And that's what it is for me. A classic album to me, some of it, it's some albums that are classic to me, and when you listen to it, you might not be able to play it all the way through, but the songs that affected me from that album affected me in a time in my life where it was pivotal, and it became a classic to me for that reason. Also, it could be because of sales. Well, not for me, it ain't got nothing to do with sales, but maybe for some people. But it's to me, it's about that. It's about if you can play it all the way through, the lyricism, the production. Is there anything, T-Streets, that stands out about what makes a classic for you?
You've covered everything. Like, my sliders are high on lyricism, storytelling, introspection, those type of that when it comes to the lyrics. I'm high on lyrics. So if you got the lyrics, then you're gonna hook me. You can have horrible production. I'm gonna listen to you if I like the lyrics.
True. So the same things make a classic for you, Black? Michael, like what you feel?
No, you actually hit it. It's I think a lot of time, I always knew I was aware of it, but you just cleared it up for me right now. Like, I think I embrace it because of whatever I'm going through at that. Like exactly. That. Like DMS coming out with that It's Dark and Hell is Hot and that Flesh in My Flesh. It was so bad. I was in a very dark space in my life, and like, yo, it's something.
Well, matter of fact, since we doing that, we gonna go over each other's list. And so, Black, since you already started with one, and if you can't remember what you put, I have everybody's
I got my list.
5. So
I got that shit written down.
I got my list. It's on me?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. So
but I got what you put.
Okay. So my first one that I put was Snoop Doggy Style. You couldn't tell me nothing about Snoop back
Wrong
then.
list.
That's
Wrong
wrong
list.
list.
Huh? What the top 5, right?
I'm
wrong
gonna get
list.
Black's list, y'all.
Wait, hold on. Time out.
I wrote it. So that's not what you put. So you
That's
put.
what-
Yo, don't do
That's the
that.
wrong list.
I'm being dead serious.
Black.
What you said?
That's the wrong list.
You did Scar. You got Scarface the Fix. You got Tupac, Me Against the World. You have DMX, It's
That's
Dark
somebody
and Hell is
else.
Hot.
That's T-list.
You got Scarface, The Last of a Dying Breed, and you got Nas, Stillmatic.
No, this is mine.
Remember we had to change.
No. I changed too. and I'm
he
trying to tell
changed it.
y'all.
Oh, he changed it.
No, I had to.
I had to change
two
two
of
because
them
we had two already.
was already on there.
So we're discussing the 5 separate ones. So the 5 that
Yeah,
we
because
discussed,
you already got Doggy
not the Doggy Style and the Mac and whatever Tupac
So
he had.
wait, so what am I listening
so
to?
you
So now I'm
put-
confused.
Go ahead.
So this is still part of your list. You have for your classic albums.
Uh-huh.
You have Scarface the Fix.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
You have Tupac, Me Against the World. Is that
Yes.
one of your classics? Okay. You got DMX, It's Dark, Hell is Hot.
Yes.
Right. You got Scarface, The Last of a Dying Breed.
Yes.
Right. And then the last one you have is Nas, Stillmatic.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
All right.
so you were already speaking on the DMX one. What made that a classic for you? You said because of what you was going through.
Yeah.
What about Scarface, Me Again? I mean, The Fix. What made that a classic for you?
The Fix is, to me, it just when once I got saved, got into church, he took me to like a spiritual journey in my life.
Yeah, that's one of my joints.
So that's why I always like, ooh, it was like it's like a soundtrack to, what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then what made Scarface, The Last of a Dying Breed, a classic for you?
This is
The
fucking
Last of a
incredible.
Dying Breed, because first of all, it was incredible, and then at the time when that album came out, I just felt like giving up.
Okay.
This before I got into church. I was like, yo, you know what? If I die, I die. This is it.
Yeah.
And my favorite rapper is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I had all that emotion going. Yeah.
And then the last one, Nas, Stillmatic. What made that album a classic for you?
That
Because it's a
still
classic.
mattered because of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, him going through stuff, him, you know what I'm saying, just he was the underdog.
Okay.
People really was not, because at the time we was talking about
Counted him
Jay-Z. Yeah, Jay-Z was like literally, you know what I'm saying? Like
He was running things.
He was running things. So for him to come back and then come back from where he came from, losing his mother and doing what he did, I was like, yeah, that's the guy I want to run with.
How do you feel about his list, E?
Okay. So how I feel about Black's list? Scarface, The Fix. Oh, before I do that,
Okay.
we're giving ratings.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
So we're doing the source mic rating. Number 1, a 1 is whack, a 1 mic. A 2 mic needs help, doesn't stand out.
Okay.
3 is good, worth checking out. And then 4 is super dope, definite satisfaction. And then a 5 is a hip hop classic.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go over Black's joint real quick.
Let's do it.
I say that which one was it? Okay, so the Scarface, The Fix, I think that's 5 mics to me.
Okay.
Tupac, Me Against the World, I think that's 5 mics.
Off the rip.
DMX is Dark and Hell is Hot, 3 mics. I'm sorry. I
That's
listened
crazy.
to it.
That's crazy.
And I'm sorry, man. That production was some slum fest.
Bruh,
Dame Grease.
that was Dame Grease.
Some of the songs, I'm sorry. I tried.
The production matched.
Dame Grease.
The production
That's
matched.
crazy. Dame Grease and Swiss Beats.
I'm just saying, oh no, man. I listened to that shit
That's
hard.
crazy.
And I said, damn, this must have been kind of a timepiece type joint. So, Scarface, The Last of the Dying Breed. Scarface is my dog. 3 mics.
What the-
I listened to Last of
my
the Dying
God.
Breed.
I'm surprised.
I listened to Last of a Dying Breed, and it's a cool album. It's a cool album, but I'm sorry I could not give it classic. And then Nas, Stillmatic.
Don't do it, E. You my man, E.
I zoned
Don't
out
do
to
that
it. I zoned out to it. I promise I did. I did. And he had 3 great songs. They were 3 great songs, right?
That nigga, he's a master. He's a master.
No,
He just said 3 out of Stillmatic.
He'll punch you in your face and you wouldn't even know.
He about to kill this shit.
No, I'm not gonna
Go
kill
ahead,
it.
go
No, I'm
ahead.
not gonna kill it. I will give it 3. I gave it 3 mics.
Okay. Okay. You gave it 3 mics.
All right,
okay.
so go ahead over Black's joint.
So
Scarface, The Fix.
Black's joint. Okay, let me. Okay, so let me go with. I'm gonna go in reverse. Let me go. Stillmatic, 5 mics.
Okay.
For 5 mic. It was just an amazing album.
All right.
1 mic. I think it's 2 songs that I don't like on that album. I don't like the Braveheart Party.
Oh, this Stillmatic you talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hate Braveheart Party. And I think that's about it. Everything else is nice.
So 5 mics.
5.
All right.
Scarface, Last of a Dying Breed is arguably my favorite Scarface album. That one and It'll Come Back to Me, and it's like I love my homie's album. I love that album.
Me too.
But Scarface, Last of a Dying Breed, dog. Look into my
How many
eyes,
mics?
and I give that 5.
Oh wow.
I give that 5. DMX, come on. I give it 6 if I could, because DMX, just his story, dog, sleeping on benches, just rhyming with his teeth, wide shut, and that Dark as Hell is Hot, and it's just
Fire.
This dude was robbing people.
Yeah.
This dude was an insane individual. He needed so much help.
So
And
personal
this
life matters. Okay.
Personal life, hell yeah.
Okay.
Personal life matters.
I didn't know
Tupac,
that.
Me Against the World, 5 mics. That's my favorite album. Tupac's greatest verse is his second verse on Me Against the World. That's his best verse. I listen to 10 million Tupac songs. That's his best verse right there. Second verse.
And then Scarface the Fix.
Scarface the Fix. Nah, bruh.
How many mics?
That's like a 3.
3.
I only I don't know, but you know what's crazy was when I first and I love Face. I think it was more so the production. It wasn't really
What?
him.
The production?
Because, yeah, bro. I like the one with him, Beans and Jay.
Then Guess Who's Back?
Guess Who's Back? That's an incredible
You
song.
didn't like the My Block.
My Block was dope.
You didn't like the joint on him and
with
Nas
Faith
in between
Evans
us.
still?
Hell, I hate that beat.
Heaven?
I hate that
Heaven?
beat. I hate that beat.
Okay, let's
no.
go.
It's the production. It's
Okay.
not the
Oh my
rhyme.
God.
But hell nah,
Heaven
bro.
Someday by
Yes,
the
nah,
Two
bro.
and Kanye with his own at the end. Oh my God.
Nah.
See?
T-Streets, go ahead.
That's why
I give it a 3.
So you got
I give it a 3,
So you want
bro.
That's crazy.
Bro.
All right, hold on, y'all. T-Streets about to go.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start with Nas Stillmatic.
Okay.
I'm biased. That's my favorite rapper. So it's a 5.
Okay.
But
Bang.
I do believe it was 14 tracks, only 1 skip. I'm gonna just give 2 songs that I really love off the album. What Goes Around and Second Childhood.
And those are the ones I said.
Yeah.
But the comeback album, he was counted out.
You're
and
the
he
man.
rose to the occasion. Pause. Okay, so Scarface, Last of a Dying Breed. Before I give my rating, what's also important with classic albums is sequencing.
Yes.
And because of
It's
sequencing,
beautiful.
this album gets a 4.5.
It's beautiful.
I hated tracks 3 and 4.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of them, but I hated both
I'm
of
about
those
to get
tracks. But other than that, I love that album. 2 songs that stand out for me: "Sorry for What" and "In My Time." So we're gonna go to DMX's "Dark and Hell is Hot." I've always had a love-hate thing with that album because I heard it a year before it actually dropped, and when it was the same thing, I didn't like it back then. But listening to it today or a couple days
It's
ago,
different.
5 mics. 5 mics. I love Crime Story.
That nigga X, boy.
and I Can Feel It. Those are 2 of my favorite tracks on there.
Oh.
Tupac, Me Against the World. I love this album. But I give it 4 mics.
Okay.
I can respect that.
I give it 4 mics. 2 songs that I love: So Many Tears, Dear Mama.
Okay.
Then Scarface the Fix. Phenomenal album. It was missing something for me, so it's a 4.5.
Yeah.
All right, that's respectful.
4.5, and I love In Cold Blood and Some Days.
All right, so who wants to give their top 5 next?
T.
I can go. Let's see. Where am I at? Okay, my list. We have Nas, Illmatic, and I give it 5 because this album changed my hip hop ear. It changed it. Like I only heard 1 song by him before. Was it Halftime? I believe it was.
Halftime, baby.
That was the only song that I heard by him. Saw the video. I wasn't even checking for the album. Our guy Reek gave me a copy of the tape 2 weeks before 9th grade was over, and he became my favorite rapper instantly. This is at a time where I only listened to Redman and EPMD and West Coast. That's all I listened to.
Hit Squad.
That changed my rap ear. Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly, 5 Mics. Personally, my favorite Kendrick Lamar album.
Talk about sequencing.
Sequencing is amazing. Now, I skip the first 2 songs on that album all the time. But everything else, I go through. I like the first 2 songs. I just skip them.
But you know what? The sequencing was off, T, on one of those. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to tell you the only thing with it.
We have Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. 5 Mics.
For sure.
Phenomenal album.
Most definitely.
This is different. This is the only album that's separate from the rest of the list, because everything else that I'll name for my list is a lot of storytelling, a lot of introspective lyrics. Snoop's, I love it because of the production and just that West Coast swagger.
Hold on. I want you to stay right there. I don't want to forget this point because this is good. Where To Pimp a Butterfly, the sequencing was off one time. Where after How Much a Dollar Costs, then they went into Complexion, then they went to Black of the Berry. I didn't like that. Because it was like you was taking me there and then you vibed me out. You taking me there, and then he went into Mortal Man. It was just. But that was the only thing. 5 Mic album. Keep going. Snoop Dogg. Go ahead.
Okay, now
I had to say it because it was on my mind.
I said the Snoop Dogg, and you know G's and Hustlers. Ain't No Fun was the joint with
the shit.
We used to be in the parties. Ain't no fun. It always came.
Still now.
Back then, that's when I first started freaking on the back of girls at the house parties, bro.
Okay, ain't no fun.
Look, the Shiznit and Pom Pom.
Pump
Mr. Malik.
My Mr. Malik.
I don't care what anybody say.
All 5.
And that was crazy
Oh,
because I didn't know he was gonna be on a song, and I loved like the surprises when he jumped on that, and I was like, oh, okay.
Malik
I loved
went
it.
off.
Yeah, Doggy Style.
Classic.
Then we have Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor.
Let's talk about that.
Lyrically flawless.
Never heard.
I love.
Oh my God!
I love that he was different, even though he is actually street guy, but. His stick was I'm the skateboard black kid,
bruh,
and that was a phenomenal introspective album. And then
when you first heard it, let me tell you about me understanding who Lupe Fiasco was. I was at work. Reek texted me at like 8:15 in the morning, like, you have to listen to this album. I'm like, who the fuck is this Lupe Fiasco? What is a Lupe Fiasco, right? I listened to this album, and still to this day, I'm still mesmerized by how brilliant this album is. But go ahead.
And now,
wow.
What's it, man?
The last one on my list is another wild card that most people don't know. They don't know this guy, Blue in Exile, West Coast dudes. Below the Heavens, I give him 5 Mics, and this came out in like 2009.
Okay.
This is when Snap music was starting to die down.
That's what
and
it
the
was.
mumble raps was crossing over.
Yeah.
So
And
this hit you at a
This
certain
hit me at
time.
a time when
Yeah.
I needed the hip hop that I love.
Good album, just the wrong time, man. To throw it out.
So that's T's 5.
That's my 5.
So can I go over T's 5?
Yeah. I just want to just to say one thing. I'm sorry. I know you hate when I do this. The goddamn the Cool is probably a top 5 just song, just like lyrically. Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor, America. If you haven't heard it, the premise of the song was a guy who was a street guy. He was murdered, but it's like his soul couldn't rest, so he came back to life in his grave, in his casket.
Okay.
And then he crawled out of his grave, but he didn't see his reflection of him being like half bones and whatever. So he's trying to go back to his block because he's reliving his death.
Well, that's dope.
See what I'm saying?
So let me
it's
go
a great
over.
song.
Let me go over.
He gonna love it.
So let me go over T Street's list, right?
Go ahead.
All right. So Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. If I could get at a 10, it would get a 10.
Hell yeah, if I get a 12.
That was classic. Not only classic because it was the timing that it came out, the production. It was so different. It was just, it's one of the biggest moments in hip hop history.
And he was highly anticipated.
Yes, and it lived up to the hype.
He
lived up to the hype.
Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor.
Wow. Talk about it, E. Come on, E.
I zoned out. First 2 songs was like, damn, this shit right here. Like, okay. And as the album went on, it's not a bad album. It really isn't. But for me, maybe I had to listen to it when it came out. I'm going to 3 mic it.
He say, she say, when the boy talking about his father not being
that's
there.
My joint.
I'm a 3. No, you know, I'm a 3.5 it. I'm a 3.5
Okay.
It wasn't a bad album, but but I could, all those songs are dope. But we talking about, I'm not talking about dope songs. I'm talking about a classic album. So when I think of it in the terms like a classic album, it's not a classic album to me, but it's a good solid album.
I got what you're saying. I respect the plan.
Now, if I heard it when I did listen to it when it first came out. I remember Kick Push, but I hadn't heard the album and it was different and it was dope. Lupe is a top lyricist, so I'm not taking nothing from his work. He's different. He don't try to be like nobody else. Super props. I say I would give it a 3.5 probably. Right. Blue and Exile, Below the Heavens. I'm gonna go with T Streets. I would call it a classic, and the reason why I'm gonna call it a classic is because to me he sounded like a J. Cole or what's the other group? The Three Brothers or the Brothers? What's the name of them? Big Brother or
what's the name?
Little Brother.
Little Brother.
Yeah.
So it reminded me of that, but I think he was out maybe a little before them.
It was in that.
But every song on there is listenable. Not only listenable, there's not a bad song on that album all the way through, production and lyric wise. I have to agree with T Streets on that one. That was a surprise to me, and I will agree with the classic on it. Right?
I'm shocked by that shit. Go ahead.
Here it come.
Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. That's one of my classics. Okay, right, cool. We all know that's a dope album.
Yeah.
Nas, Illmatic. Matter of fact, in my neighborhood, I walked the whole neighborhood, listened to the whole album. I think I did it like twice, and fellas, I tried like shit. And I said, I'm listening to all the songs, and I went through and I said, okay, that's it. And then I redid it.
8 really.
And it's a cool album, man, but classic, I can't do it.
Hey, you gotta put the bomb right. You gotta like the whole shit about to blow up on us.
But I will do this.
Wait till you hear my take.
So what I say is, that is more to me. If you go back and listen to it, to me it's a timepiece album. It's when it came out and the way that he impacted the culture. If you look at Nas looks like a rapper. He looks like the cool, suave nigga. You know what I'm saying? That can spit in. He is. You know what I'm saying? So I think his aura mixed with the music is what make him also. Nas is one of the GOATs. I can't take that away from him, even though I give y'all shit about it. He is a GOAT. But at the same time, for me to listen to Illmatic and say that it's classic, I think it's classic in terms of the time that it came out and when he came out. In terms of the music, the production and everything, I have to give it 4 mics.
Okay.
So it's on me?
Yeah. You gotta go over with T Street's albums.
All right, T Streets. So Nas Illmatic kind of felt the same way E felt, honestly. I didn't really appreciate it till Stillmatic came out, and I had to go back, and listen to it.
Yeah.
But overall, it's like whenever it's brought up, I'm like, why am I the only person that feels, this way about that? It's like Reasonable Doubt. It comes, people saying, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to go with the masses. I feel like I'm being bullied every single time I hear those albums.
Yeah.
Reasonable Doubt with Illmatic. I don't feel like a man. It's like, okay, I gotta make sure I'm saying the right thing. Yeah, so I don't feel attacked. So I would give it, a 3.
Okay.
Oh!
heard that
Lower than
shit?
E.
Yeah, you heard that shit. No,
Did y'all talk
no.
before the show?
I was
expecting that from E.
No, after what he did to the fix, you thought I'm gonna let that shit.
Why y'all
I
take
was gonna
Nas
give it a
though?
5, but I give it a 2, motherfucker.
Why y'all take Nas? Attack his list.
What are we talking about? This is battle, right? We battle.
We battling.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So-
Hey, we just warming up.
Give it 3 because he what he did to the fix.
I got damn.
Kendrick Lamar, I give him a 4. To Pimp a Butterfly, I give him a 4.
That's fair.
Yeah, because you know, at the time I had really given up on West Coast because you know West Coast was not giving us classes. So when he came, I'm like, okay. So I definitely give it a 4. Doggy Style, 5.
Yeah.
Out of here.
From beginning to the end,
Yes.
I'm telling you, that
Skits and
album,
everything.
no skips.
Yeah.
Lupe Fiasco. Sorry,
You ain't heard
I've
that.
never really listened to the album. I'm not about to sit here act like I listened to that because it came out at a time. It goes back to what we were saying. OE, certain project, when it comes out, I know it's good, but if it's not fitting what I'm going through, I don't want to hear. You know. So
Kanye's
yeah.
production on there was immaculate.
Blue and Exile, I'm not about to sit here and act like I've even heard of these people. This is the first time I even heard of them. But I will go back and listen to it. Just cause, you know, I trust y'all taste. And that's all I got on that for T.
So Trey, is, go ahead and give your list.
So, is everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cause I please can I go after Trey finish his list first?
Yay. So, all right. Hold on, let me get through my Ruby Rose pictures real quick. Keep scrolling.
Hey, yo.
Well, I can help you. If you need help, I got him.
Go ahead. No, go.
So
now
Trey
send me
did.
that picture.
So Trey did. I don't know if he put this in any
Nah,
order.
it's not that. No, just go
So
ahead.
Trey has. He has Mobb Deep, the infamous.
Oh.
He has Common B.
Oh.
Redman. There is a Dark Side.
Okay.
Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban
You
Links.
see the shirt?
And then
Shout out
Dr.
The
Dre,
Weeknd.
The Chronic. So you can go through those and tell us what made those albums classic for you.
I mean,
so let's go ahead with
the
Mobb Deep,
names.
the infamous. What
The
made that a classic?
infamous. Everything. The genius of the production of a 16, 17, 18-year-old Havoc, making those kinds of beats. An Eye for an Eye, Shook One's Part 2, the Hennessy jerseys, the Prodigy being so far above with the ignorant skill level, the type of way that he put his words together. Listening to the whole album, the skits, just the about to do a crime, the anticipation of a crime, somebody about to get hurt at any given moment, and then as the album progressed, and you just saw how dope Prodigy was. It's the infamous is just one of those. It's a timepiece album, but it's also an album that you could listen to at any given time, and it's ignorant as shit, but it's a beautiful ignorance as a whole part. Big noise.
Right.
I mean, it's just fantastic. It's a 5 mic period.
5 mic. What? So how did
Give up the goods.
So tell me about
Give Up the Goods.
Common B.
Common B. I just listened to that again on the way here. And T Streets, we had plenty of Common talks about Common's albums. I actually listened to all Common's albums up to that point, maybe 2014, before he made the rest of the albums. B is, I listened to Electric Circus. I listened to all of them. B is such a beautiful album, production wise, with the corner where he just breaks down. He gives you the visuals of black men in certain neighborhoods, how we congregated, the rules, how to conduct yourself, what they would drink, and things like that over a crazy beat. Kanye on the hook, fantastic. What's the one with the girl in the courtroom? The Testify.
Oh, yeah.
Go is incredible. But the last song on there, It's Your World. That's one of the joints where it makes you cry. Me because of he's telling stories of people who had dreams who might not ever achieve them. He had the kids talking at the end. I mean, he had Pops on there talking. It's that album impacted me. It still impacts me to this day.
So let's go with what made you say Red Man?
There is a dark side. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That probably brought out the biggest diverse beats from Eric Sherman. It was grimy. It was grimy. It was beautiful. You got Cosmic Slop. You had the best of his squad on there. Listen. Redman went to a different zone. That today is still his best album. Is his best piece of work.
That's the joke with Can't Wait on it, right?
It's yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But wait, hold on. You laugh. What's up with you?
Trey still good.
It's all good. Can't wait and listen. I mean, come on, man. It's Redman. There's a dark side. That's a no skipper. Green Island.
So what about Dr. Dre, the Chronic?
Come on, bro. That you talking about a time period piece? That was right before I moved from where I was in Long Island, and one of my relatives, street individual. I remember the day he came into the place where we were staying. He said, "Yeah, I want to hear that Snoop joint." I said, "I got the tape." He said, "You got the tape?" I said, "Yeah." He goes in the room. He puts his foot up on a wall and stands up and listens to the whole entire album. I listen. That album from front to back is a masterpiece. Dr. Dre production. Arguably, the last song on that Stranded on Death Row is the best song. Corrupt. That's my favorite song. With Corrupt going crazy on it, and then Snoop at the end going crazy on it. Nothing but a G thing. I mean, come on, man. Lil Ghetto Boy is one of my favorite songs, period. The day the niggas took over, Rat-a-tat-tat, bro, Lyrical Gangbang with RBX going crazy on it. That's a masterpiece album, bro.
Talk about the hoodie. Talk about the album.
Yes.
So
what's the name of that album? Who's the artist?
So Only Built for Cuban Links.
It's from who?
Raekwon the Chef.
Featuring
Ghostface Killer. Tony Stark. I got the hoodie. Shout out to Weekend. Our brother Weekend. He made me this fabulous hoodie I'm gonna have with me. And to the day I die, it's a beautiful made. Because I was going to see them at a show. You got Shark Biters. You got Criminology. You have first of all, one of the greatest beats make you push somebody. If you don't smack them, you gonna push them at least, or you gonna think about pushing them. You got Conquer Scarface. But Glaciers of Ice is one of the top beats ever made just in music. You got Verbal Intercourse with Nas. You have so many beautiful bro, can it be so simple? Is on it. Rainy Days. Come on, bro.
So
Rainy Days.
So can I go over your list, please?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, like what?
No. Just for time's sake. Just for time's sake.
With me. You gotta listen to it with me, E.
So look, okay.
Go ahead.
So we just listened to Trey's list, and I'm not. It's a dope list, right?
He can't even his face can't even.
So all right. So Dr. Dre, the Chronic.
Yeah.
5 mics beyond 5 mics.
Bang.
Right.
Yeah.
Common B. I'm sorry, man. I zoned to that, and it's a decent album, but a classic. It doesn't even begin.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Like I'm giving that.
Oh my
Don't give me more. It had good songs, but we talking about classics.
That's a classic.
No, I have to give that
a 2.
Oh my God.
Give him a 2.
T.
2.5.
You gonna let him do that?
2.5. 2.5. 3.
You gonna let him do that? Okay.
No, 2.5. We've been a gentleman.
I'm talking Trey. It had good songs, so it was solid. A 3 means solid. I'm gonna give it a 3 because it was solid. Let's go to
what else?
Man, let's go to Red Man. There's a dark side.
Ooh.
Be careful. Be careful.
That shit, I'm sorry. The production, the mixes was fucking terrible. I'm being honest.
Go ahead.
The first songs that I'm listening to, I'm in the car, so when something is in the car, it's really supposed to hit. I said, let me put on this joint. I'm going to pick up my son. You know what I'm saying? I put that shit on, and I'm just trying to understand what is going on. It's like the first songs, the music and the mix, I'm just hearing music with words. It's like it's not even cohesive. I'm listening to Red Man. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I listen to, and then next thing the skit come on, it's a monster voice and the nigga talking about something. It just was wild as shit.
So that's a carryover from his first album.
Okay, so I'm listening to that voice and I don't even know what they talking about, and then it goes to the next song and the production. To me, man, I'm gonna really be honest, man. I love Red Man, so this is no shot to him. I think he's dope. I do, but the production on that album was weak to me.
Oh my god!
There was no song that I wanted to replay.
Oh my god!
And if I had to go, Mike's, I'm sorry, it's a 2.
Red Man, don't worry about it. That was a 2. When you come on the show, we talk about how we made it. All right,
let's do Only Built for Cuban Links. Raekwon.
Bang, bang.
I zoned to it. As a matter of fact, I did another one. I walked around the neighborhood and I listened to the whole joint, man. I tried like shit.
Bruh.
I'm gonna say
a 3.
Yes,
3.
I'm not going to, because they can rap like shit. It ain't about the rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they rap good, and the production was cool. It wasn't bad, and don't get me wrong. Like I know how to zone into New York, even though I'm not the most. I know how to zone into music. It was a cool album to me, but it is very hyped up to me, and I just think I think it's a timepiece. I think that it's hyped up because it is a timepiece. They can rap, you know what I mean? So I can't take nothing for. I love Ghost and Raekwon, so this is not even like no shot. Right. But in terms of it being a classic, I really can't say
it's
that.
A super classic.
I would give it a 3. Now, Mobb Deep the Infamous. Out of all the albums that I listened to, this one was the most classic. I'm gonna be honest. No, real talk. That album to me. Now the thing about the Infamous, right? I didn't hear it when it came out. Okay. But when I could listen to a record and I could feel
Cradle to the Grave,
I could feel the classicness to every song. There is no skips on that album to me. You made a perfect point. See, you can rap about the killing. You can rap about the robbing and all that if you do it in an artful way. Mobb Deep is one of the top people that rap about the ignorant shit, but they do it in an artful way. That album to me, yes, that's a total classic joint. All the way. Like,
I like how you say that to the end, man.
Everything you pick, out of everything you pick, that one right there.
Well, they were all classics, but I'm happy
that one right there, yes. So let's go.
Okay, the Infamous. Okay.
No, they actually painted a picture.
No, I'm tripping. You gotta do, yeah.
I need to talk about your list.
Well, no, you gotta talk T Streets.
I gotta talk about your list. Yeah. All right, Dr. Dre, The Chronic. It's a 4.5. I've never thought it was a classic. I think it's very good.
Okay, I agree.
Never thought it was a classic.
It's better than Doggy Style.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Let Me Ride, Little Ghetto Boy, my joints.
Love Let Me Ride.
Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links.
Talk about it.
Be honest.
It came out in 98, something like that?
No.
97,
95,
96, 95?
bro,
Okay, 95, whatever. I thought it was a classic for years. Somewhere around 2011, 2012, I changed my mind.
What?
I changed my mind.
What happened to you?
I don't like it like I used to. It's not that great when I listen to it over. Now, I give it a 4. I give it 4 mics.
I understand what's going on.
I give it 4 mics because I'm not going to kill it because it's still good. Like Rainy Days.
Wu Gambino's?
Rebel Intercourse, Wu Gambino's, Ice Cream. They have some great songs on there.
Classic.
But 4. I give it a 4. Redman, Dark. There's the Dark Side.
Let's go, T.
The first 10. It's 20 tracks on that album. The first 10, if it was only the first 10, this shit get a 1. That shit was
that shit was horrible.
It was. The last 10 makes me rate this a 3.5. And I love Green Island.
Redman's greatest album.
No, it's not.
Cosmic Slot.
Common B.
Muddy Waters.
Common B. Common is one of my favorite rappers.
Let's go, team.
I love this album.
Let's talk about it.
It's a 4.5 though, because I like Finding Forever better. That's better. The next album is way better than this. Actually, I give it a 4. Not even 4.5. I give it a 4.
Nah.
But it's great. I love it.
I love Finding Forever, but Finding Forever is not B.
Yeah, it's better than B. And
The song with him and Kanye on it, that's my favorite one on Finding Forever.
Mobb Deep, The Infamous.
Let's talk about it.
A great album.
Classical.
I love it. That Piss in the Hallway, Broken Elevator Rap.
Yeah.
Eye for an Eye, Drink Away the Pain is my shit. But it's not a classic to me. It's 4.5.
I can see that.
4.5. I don't grade as easily as most people. I don't like giving out classics.
True.
I didn't do T's list.
You didn't?
No. But no. Keep going.
I finished yours.
You didn't do?
Yeah, he didn't do.
What's his list? I'm gonna be real fast.
over it. Yeah,
go ahead.
But he didn't do all. Did you do all?
He
his?
did. He did.
So T's list was Nas, Illmatic,
Of course.
He Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly,
Of course.
Blue in Exile, Below the Heavens.
No way. Keep going.
Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor,
Of course, classic.
and Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Yes, the Blue and Exile. That sounds like something that be on like low, like when you shopping
Listen
for
to
clothes. I listened to the whole entire album. Now, when you put me on a Little Brother in them, I'm like, oh yes.
If he like it, you should like it.
Nah, T, and you know what? But you know what, though, T? I wanted to like it. You see what I'm saying? I just didn't. So that's about a 2.5 to 3. It sounds like I should be like in the Gap, like if I'm in like Old Navy or something like that. Then if that's on, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. So Black gotta do my joint.
Yeah. So
I gotta do.
So I'm going to tell you what Trey's was. So Trey's list was he had Mobb Deep, The Infamous. How many mics you get at?
Trey John Infamy, definitely a 4.
4 Infamous. Okay.
Yeah.
Common B.
Never heard of.
Yeah.
I'm not even going there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Redman.
There's a dark side.
I would definitely give that album, and I agree with T. I'll probably say, and I'm 2.5.
Wow.
2.5. I'm with
God.
you. I'm with you.
No, I definitely agree with you on that.
Drug test.
Okay.
Drug
what
test,
about the Raekwon Only Built for Cuban?
5 to me.
5. Okay.
Yes, love that album.
And then Dr. Dre, The Chronic.
4.
4.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna do my list.
Let's go. Let's go, E. I'm glad you made this for life.
Let's go.
I'm glad, baby.
Let's go.
It's about to be fun.
So I don't really have no order.
He got an order. He got an order.
I got Tupac Machiavelli.
Okay.
That was 5 mics to me.
Okay.
That was 5 mics because I know that came out after his passing, but I love the production.
Yes.
I love the songs, and some
Definitely
people don't,
agree.
but I love the Outlaws.
Definitely agree.
Number 2, I have a G to a Key meal ticket. Now I know everybody hadn't heard of that. That is a timepiece for me because when it came out, it was I was young and younger, and it was just I was like having a lot of fun in my life at that point. But not only that, I love the production and I love his lyricism and I love how he rapped. I think I think you could listen to it without skipping.
So a G2 Key that's one dude.
Yes.
Yeah, he was actually a producer and rapper.
Number 3, I put Devin the Dude. That's a classic to me. Another timepiece of when he came out. I was having a lot of fun in life, but also I love his style and I love the production on that album. Number 4 is also a timepiece. Project Pat, Getty Green. That was a time when I think about Getty Green, I just remember being in my neighborhood. That was a time where I was still hanging around in my neighborhood, and it was, a lot going on around that time. Also a lot of fun. I just love the production. I love Project Pat's rap style, and I love South music anyway. So maybe I'm a little biased. My other one is what is my other one? Tupac and Outlaw, Still I Rise. I love that album from the start to the finish. A lot of people, I've heard people say they don't, when Outlaws start rapping, they don't listen. I think Outlaws can rap like shit, especially on the right type of beats, especially when they with pop.
No,
my favorite.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
Johnny Jackson.
Yeah.
and Tupac, I'm telling you, they were like the perfect. It's like
the best with him was on Me Against the World with Johnny J.
So those are my 5 T Streets.
But hold up. My favorite Tupac Outlaw joint is I still play it every other day. Made niggas. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Made niggas. That's my favorite.
Last. Okay. So Black, you can go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna start.
So my first one was Tupac Machiavelli.
Tupac Machiavelli, definitely agree. I wouldn't. You know what? I would give that album a 4.
Okay.
Because a couple of songs, Toss It Up, get that crap out of there.
I love Toss It Up.
That nasty word.
Love the video. Like Lisa Ray. Hey, Lisa Ray.
I don't think, you know what? That whole album was good. It just that Toss It Up. I just didn't like it.
Threw it off.
Everything that Hold Your Head, Crazy is my favorite song.
Hold Your Head, bro. Hold Your
Just
Head,
Like Daddy.
Yeah, all
Bomb First, Hail Mary.
Daddy.
Against All Odds, Fire. It's just that Toss It Up. That song number 5.
I got you.
I wish I could go back in time and get that shit out of there. Okay, so
a G to a key.
A G to a key. Big. I'm a huge Rap A Lot fan. Okay. I definitely agree with you. Okay. He was very slept on.
Yes. Yes.
A G to a key was very slept on. So I would give G to a key. I would give him a 3.
Okay.
All right.
That's a little
Devin the Dude. That album was so slept on. Fire from Boo went to
Do what the fuck you want to do.
That's my favorite song from that.
See What I Can Pull is my favorite song.
Okay.
See What I Can Pull is definitely with that whole Daryl Holtz and that sample that he used. That album is fire, bro.
Project Pat, Getty Green.
Get that trash out of there.
Damn.
Get that trash out of there.
Damn.
Y'all tripping like
Get that trash out of there. Tupac and the Outlaws, yes. Teardrops and Closed Casket, Still I Rise. Why the Good Die Young, Hell for a Hustler.
Yes.
I like the original, but the way Johnny J did that, man.
Johnny J and Tupac were magical together.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Definitely, I would say a 4.
Okay. Now, so none of mine got 5.
What you think,
T? T gonna go last.
Okay. So, let's go with my man Devin. Devin is definitely he's what you call a mood music artist, right? He's a vibe, right? I give it a 3. You know what I'm saying? It's still Devin is like a cult favorite. Like people love Devin. Do What You Want to Do is not a great rap song. This is a great song.
Classic.
I played it probably like 5 times in a row Friday just going home from work. It's a great song. And one of my favorite little joys is Show 'Em. Like yo, I was listening to Show 'Em when I was
Boo is one of the realest songs.
But Show 'Em to me was so real. Like that was real life for
it's the storytelling, man. He can paint a picture like you,
bro. He's dope,
bro. Project Pat, Getty Green.
Let me tell you why I mess with my man Project Pat, because he's from the Hypnotized Minds. Whatever you got Juicy J around with your production, it's hard to lose. But that's the first time I listened to the album in its entirety. But I'm gonna give it a 3 because I love Juicy J. I love Hypnotized Minds. My man, he got his own flow, but it's Project Pat. So I get that a 3.
And Tupac and Outlaws. Nobody gave my John classic.
Tupac and the Outlaws. Still I Rise. Tupac is Pac. I love the Outlaws too. I wish that they would have at some point could have put Made Niggas on there. I know Made Niggas was on the soundtrack. I get it. But I like the album. I think if Pac was still here, it would have been more like updated songs on it as far as production.
Oh my god!
But no. I love it. It's Pac and the Outlaws. I'm gonna give it a 4.
All right, T Streets.
Okay.
That's all 5.
Yeah, that's all 5.
Damn.
All right, Machiavelli.
I get Machiavelli 5.
You didn't give it a 5.
Yeah. No. I ain't talking about. That's what I was saying. I only 4. Machiavelli 5.
Okay.
Machiavelli 5, bro.
All right.
They just toss it up.
First, Machiavelli 5, bro.
All right, T Street.
Machiavelli, 5 mics. Probably my favorite Pac album. Against All Odds, Hail Mary, 2 of my favorite joints. There's only one skip for me on that. It's not Toss It Up. I forgot which song. But
Hold Your Head.
I can't remember.
Okay.
A G to a Key. First time
And I
hearing
do
this
a G2
album.
key.
Yes, you did.
No,
you did the G2
I
key.
did.
Yeah.
What I give it, a 4?
You
said
gave it
3.
3.
I give it 3.
Yeah.
I give it 3.5. I actually really like a G2 key. 3.5. E.
A G2 key. First time listening
That shit
to
was
it
hard.
a couple days ago.
That shit was hard, bro.
Him and Tila was slept on.
And I was
That's my man,
surprised.
Tila.
I was very surprised. I like the album. I do. I like the album. Not very few skips, 18 tracks,
He
very
rapped
few
his ass
scripts.
off.
Love the rapping.
Beats was hard.
I love the rapping. Good production. Love Selling Dreams, More Power. Give it a
More power.
3.5. 3.5.
3.5 couldn't get it. What could have got it a 4 for you?
We could have got it a 4. Another Scarface verse.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, Devin the Dude album. Love this album.
Fire.
Love this album. Give it a strong
Fire.
4.
Okay.
Strong 4. Maybe even 4.5.
Okay.
Let's go 4.5. Let's move it up.
Okay.
Love that album. Do What You Want to Do, like everybody said.
love that shit,
Right
bro.
and Wrong, one of my favorite songs on there. Project Pat, Getty Green. So listen.
J.
I zoned out to this, right? I listened to it like 2-3 times. If I would have listened to it once, I was giving this a 1, maybe a 0.5.
God damn.
But I listened to it 3 times. I found some things that I like. It's too many skips. That's why I can't
It
get
is a lot of skips. It's a lot of
too
skips.
many skips.
Yeah, it's a lot of skips.
But I'll give it a solid 2.5.
Did Juicy J produce the
It was
whole
a lot-
joint?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It is a lot of skips. That's why I say it's more of a timepiece for me.
Okay, I
Because the
got you.
songs that I do like, I really, really like.
Yeah, I got
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yes, I'm not gonna pretend some of the Memphis shit. I skipped some of that
But
shit
why
too.
would you put that
Right.
on the list though, E?
Because it was still a classic for me.
Yeah. Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Hey, see what I
because
said.
of the time it came out,
Memphis
the
up,
time
yeah.
of my life it came out.
I said-
We were in my neighborhood. We was on the joint real hard. It did have
okay.
skips, so it was more personal, super personal 5 for me. But if I do beat and production and the whole night and playing it through, no, it won't be a 5. But for me personally, it was a 5.
I
So
might have
that's what
probably
I
got into because back
You know
then
what I
I
mean?
was kind of into No Limit, a
Right.
lot
Yeah,
before
yeah,
Hypnotized
yeah.
Minds.
That's what I was gonna say.
I was listening to Soldier Slim, man. So
Oh yeah.
And
That- go ahead.
a song that surprised me on that album was Stabbers, because I don't like Cruise Conflict, but I like this song.
Oh yeah.
And Sling and Rock was another song that I really like.
We got
So it was needed some work, but it was cool. It was cool after this.
It wasn't
few
bad as
times.
you thought it was.
Yeah. If I would just let that
Was
one
you-
go, it would have been bad.
Was that the last one, T, for you?
Nah, I got
Go
Tupac
ahead,
and the
bro.
Outlaws, Still I Rise. 15 tracks, a few skips. I can listen to this album, most of it anyway. Nothing special to me, truly, on this album. What this album needed was more pop, less
Made niggas.
Outlaws. But I
Man,
did
that's
love
crazy.
As the World Turns,
Outlaws,
Baby
they
Don't Cry. I'll give it a solid 3.
Okay, solid 3.
damn, T, that
All
hurt
right,
my
so-
feelings. We like,
So,
damn, let's
E,
outlaw.
let me ask you a quick question, E,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yeah.
So, first of all, this is what I wanted to not forget, and I didn't, so I'm happy about that. I will just specifically about the South, the sound, right? So, where did the sound change for you all? Because college days, 96, 97 through, I say 2000, 2001, that sound, like that South sound, that
Oh, yeah.
Tila, that rap a lot, that was
No
the instrumentation,
Limit,
no
Hypnotized
limit with the
Minds,
guitar. Like I
Swab House?
Swab House.
Yeah.
I fell back in love with it because I was listening to it. That made me listen to other South stuff. Where do y'all think that sound changed? Did that sound change with the Atlanta crunk wave and the
Definitely.
snap music? Do you think it did it that it kind of drowned out how good the South was as far as the production and everything?
So I think things change, time change. The producers still make those same type of beats, but it's what became more popular. So I think that Atlanta is what that sound became more popular. I don't think those producers stopped producing that type of music. They're still there, and it's still there to this day. All the music that you want is still made. It's just that it's not the popular music.
Okay.
So I just think that it just became more popular to do the crunk beats, and Atlanta producers kind of took over.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. And then then you get another generation, and a lot of those beats that rap a lot and all those beats, these guys are rapping. They're telling stories.
Yeah.
They're not really using a lot of metaphors and stuff. And then it became a point where people didn't want to hear that rapping shit or that real rap. You know, like those type of artists rapped about real life and musical beats. It became a thing now to turn up. And we don't want them serious musical beats. We want some fun shit, a little different, and I think that's what happened.
I think y'all giving them niggas too much credit, because I'm going to tell you the truth.
Oh, shit.
I think we were trying to fill some kind of emotional void, because 96, 97 was a very dark time for hip-hop.
That's very true. Bro.
Because of Tupac.
Yeah, right.
That's very true.
And I'm telling you, our brain was scattered around everywhere to try to find something for us.
Because the gangster rap and all that shit. You're right. I ain't think about it like
listen to Master P. A lot of these guys was trash on No Limit. Silk the Shocker alone. My mother cannot rap that nigga. That nigga he's trash.
Yeah, it's a couple of people.
No, it's some people. Look, Mystical. You got Soulja, you got some Mr. Magic, all them. A whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying a lot of, but when you go back, listen to them, like, dang, what was going on? I think as a 43-year-old, I can go back and be like, you know what? A lot of it was an emotional void we were trying to fill.
I never thought
and it was new. And it was new to more East Coast. It wasn't new to people that was there. But bro, I'm gonna give them a little bit of props because it was all East Coast dominated. If it wasn't East Coast, it was West Coast.
West Coast, yeah.
Wasn't nobody checking for no.
Except
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Now Scarface held it down for the South.
Always stood out. But with the No Limit wave, with the Cash Money wave, you know what I mean? So
what you think
I just had my reappreciation to the South.
What do I think changed? I didn't pay attention to the South unless you had some lyrics. And you had to catch me with your lyrics.
But you like Outkast?
Because they were lyrical.
Yeah, sure. But I mean,
now I'm gonna do this because I don't know when the joint gonna stop, right? So we probably gonna end up having to do it. Well, we kind of got through most of it, but my question is has anybody made any classic albums in the last 5 years? And I'm gonna give the two that I think are classic albums.
We're talking about rap only, right?
Rap only.
Okay.
In the last 2 years, in my opinion, the classic albums that came out was Joey Badass 2000 and Pusha T Daytona.
I can't really get through a whole Pusha T album.
Oh my, the Daytona joint?
Really I'm not a Pusha T.
Over the last 5
years.
I think it's too early to tell on a couple of mine, but I think Killer Michael may go down.
Yeah, okay.
I think Nas KD3 might go down.
Come on
now. I can give you one of those.
Freddie Gibbs Alfredo is teetering on classic for me.
Alfredo is
I like the one after that.
Alfredo was hit. I can't remember.
I like his last one the best.
I like Freddie Gibbs, bro.
What's the you named two? What's the two?
I said Joey Badass.
The Joey Badass. Yes.
Yeah,
I would call that a classic.
I listen to that shit all the time, like
Joey Badass.
all the way through. I'm sorry. If you haven't heard, have you heard Joey Badass 2000?
I gotta listen to
when
it
you
again.
get a chance in your car. Play that joint.
Okay, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm surprised that you
got that energy. Man, that shit go, dog. No, that shit, man. I'm telling you, go through the whole joint.
Okay.
And don't skip nothing. That's one of my favorite albums.
Joey Badass.
Yeah. J-Rock and Herbert for
Adam yeah, those yes.
It was the J-Rock joint with Win. I love that album.
That's a great album. And the Herbert joint. Yeah. I give you that.
You said within the last 5 years?
Yeah.
I wanna say Magic, KD3,
name all Nas. All six of them.
Yeah. But you want to know what I love? I love me some Michael, bro. I love that Michael album so much, bro. That I should say
crazy how you said that at first, but go ahead. No, I feel you though. No.
I can never get through a show.
No, you got the smooth voice on.
The Michael.
Talking about man.
The Michael. Yeah, this sounds funny as fuck. I said Michael album, not Michael.
He said it with so much passion.
Bruh, I love the Michael album, dog. Let me put it this. I love the Killer Mike album. Okay, it's a classical album. That shit came out of nowhere, bro. Like I love that shit. I listened to it last week, and he killed Andre 3000. He killed Future on that feature too. But the whole album, I love it. So those 3 albums, I say.
Is there any classics for you in the last 5 years? Black on that right now.
Yeah, man, that Andre 3000 flute.
Hey, that's the show.
No, but the first track on that, go to me. That very first track.
That
on the
shit
flute
sound like. Go ahead. I ain't gonna tell you what it sound like.
What was you doing when you heard that first track?
You heard that first track?
Up on the side of the mountain, praying.
Man,
That shit over the Messiah.
honestly, Killer Mike. That's all I got for the last 5 years. That's all I got. Honestly.
So this is a part that we gonna do. This is volume 1.
This volume 1. We got a million more of these
A
joints.
million more. So with that being said, for those who don't know, we pod every Thursday on Podbean, and that's live 8 p.m. every Thursday. You can also follow us on Instagram at the Rec Room Pod. Once you follow us on Instagram, what you want to do is go to the link, and that will take you to our YouTube page. Subscribe to the YouTube page, and you'll see all the episodes there. And what else did I want to say? Oh yeah, if you like what you hear, man, tell a friend to tell a friend. Spread the word. We not conceited, but we got one of the best parts. Point blank. Period.
That part.
Leave some comments. Tell us y'all classics.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Tell us y'all classics.
What y'all feel of classics? And give y'all ratings like we did with the 1 through 5 with the mics. Everybody has a part, but everybody isn't us. To the next time.
That's it.